Right, we're going to try that again. We had a spectacular game crash, truly did. Yeah, that the update had done and it had basically said that we needed to close the game first, blah blah blah. But it obviously insisted, and I never saw that because I was actually on the game itself. So yeah, it was another weirdness about the latest patch, which there was very little in for PC anyway, but nevertheless. Let's try that again. I shall get rid of the first bit and pretend it never existed, and if I do include it in this, you won't know what I'm on about. Basically, I've already been on this exact thing, and it crashed on me spectacularly. So yeah, there's an update in the game, a minor one, from Giants, and I told it to run in the background, and it basically crashed because it said, do you want me to apply it? But the game is still running, and I hadn't even asked it to. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm getting used to weird game crashes in FS22, unlike FS19, where such a thing was, yeah, not something I was used to. Just going to pull them onto the field. I'm not going to time lapse it because there's just not enough for us to time lapse. This is just us grabbing our things off the field, if I'm honest. Now, am I going the right way? No. Yeah, that's better. That's more like it, right? Yes, I've got a new little I was explaining when it crashed. I've got a new knack that I'm going to try out. Let's go out. Yeah. Ooh. I don't need to this time because that's fallen right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I was going to do. A new knack that I'm trying to just fine-tune the knack that we'd already gained. Obviously, it doesn't matter whether this is... What I'm going to try to do is knock the bale with any bale in any way. I'm just going to see if this works. It should do, truthfully. Well, it would have done. It did work. Just, yeah. Okay, it did work. I just went too far. Yeah, like any knack. Not too low either. It's a bit too low, I think. It's a bit... You've got to be quite gentle with doing this. It's not all... No, actually, I was too high. Ooh, nearly. That's interesting. I'm going to try something to see if it is... So it might have to be then that it's got to be flat like that. It might be something about the way that that's positioned. Because I didn't have that kind of difficulty when I had this kind of bale. Just try that in comparison to what I've just been doing. Yeah, I'm going to just trying to fine-tune this tactic because it is good, but it's very easy to knock them when you've got them in this position. Something about the way that you do this, but I would have thought it was. Yeah. Seems nice and easy when you do it like that. Not so easy when you don't. Now sometimes that works going backwards. I did see an editing, a couple that I did do backwards. Let's try that again. So it's not, you have got to be gentle. It's not pull at a gate type. Yeah, it definitely is something about doing it in that position with that kind of. You've got to get your height right. Now that I did work out roughly, although it's not too bad if it's not. It's quite forgiving, but it is definitely better like this. Yeah, definitely, 100%. Realise I've gone quiet. Here's me saying let's not do a time-lapse section, and now I'm going a bit quiet. You know, I think I am going to, because it's still quite a bit to do. This particular take, it's only going to be a short one, but yeah, I'm going to go into a time-lapse mode. It means I can concentrate a bit better, because this is really intense concentration for this type of job. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. Right, we're going to speed time up a little bit and see. That should change. I've never done it like that, but let's see if it actually changes from grass to silage on the, because it was about 96%. I would guess 11ish, but it's a guesstimate. Oh yeah, smashing. Wow, never done that before in that way, but that's... Yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to burst time till 12 though, just to make sure that everything is at that particular... Yeah, I don't want to risk half being done and half not. Right, now then, let's take those and sell them. And then we're going to speed time up and remind myself what was on special. Oh, the Dagelman. Yeah. I wouldn't go for that, even though that is a very good price. I'm not a massive fan of the 2 metre thing. There's an absolutely amazing mod now that you can stick on as a shawl on the front loader. That is absolutely wonderful, and it's only something like 1,200 or 1,000 for that. I'm not sure you could actually use a worker on it, but I'm not saying you can't. I've not tested it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now that I didn't expect. Wow, that was fairly even. I don't understand why that's done that. Right, okay, we're going to have to let go of that. This is going to be interesting. Right, okay then. Well, now we want the Massey. I think I've got more chance of doing this with a Massey. Let's drop that, and let's drop that. Well, I honestly did not expect to lose that like that. I didn't think the weight was so uneven, or the hill so bad that would have done that. Still, it is... Oh, hang on, am I going the right way? I am. But if I go straight, should at some point be able to see my field. Should see some flashes of colour. I can. Yeah, I do love the way if you look through the trees, if you've got something, might use that Hansel and Gretel type thing to put things in certain locations, even if it's buying something a coloured weight or putting them in certain locations so I know where I have got points of reference. That might well come in useful. Right, let's see if we can nudge our tractor. Yeah, truthfully didn't expect that at all. I've been up here lots of times and I didn't think that bale trailer was so badly stacked that would cause an issue. But I might need to drop the weights. I think the stability is going to be a little bit funny with those. Tonnage on the front end as well. We might need to see if we can sort the trailer out first and then come back for the... Come on, you can do it. Come on, if I get the physics right, you should flip. I'm not sure I've quite got the power. Come on. Hill should help me here. Rob, you can do it. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can sort of use the... There is another way you can do this. If you turn the trailer, if I can get that, I should be able to. Turn sharply to the left. Well, it depends if I've got the power to overturn that and much weight. Should pull straight. Whoa. Okay. 1, It's bizarre. Yeah, it's the back of the bale trailer now that's catching that. Okay. I am. I was say I've got no traction because I haven't got any back wheels on the ground. Tree. Yeah, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. I'm not sure though, when things are touching these trees, they don't always cut. Okay. Try that again. Let's try going straight at it though this time. I don't know that that's worse. It's the gradient of the hill that's not helping. If I'm honest, it really isn't. I'm trying. Yeah, I think we're going to have to let go of the bales, because that weight is affecting how well we're going to have to push downwards. So we can get our wheels on the ground. I think. Wow. Wow, I really don't care. Why that's... Okay. Traction King, we do need you as well. We need some weight, some ballast, and you are probably the heaviest tractor we have. Okay, let's turn our attention to the fence then. Hello and welcome back. Now this is done retrospectively. We had a... Basically, I lost some footage, not an entire session, but I shall explain. I'm going to add this to where the Fendt GT went over here. And I looked in editing and I have got to say it was definitely down to, if you look at the lay of the land, I was going up here with a bale trailer. Bearing in mind, obviously the Fendt GT is not the heaviest of tractors, and the weight of the trailer, if you imagine, would be going left. So obviously I was going right towards the shop. The trailer was with physics going left, so therefore the trailer's weight was far excessive than the weight and power of the Fendt GT. Hence, it fell down here. We then spent a few minutes grabbing the Massey Ferguson and also the case. Now the video ends suddenly where the Massey is making literally I said right, we're going to switch back to the Fendt GT. It ends there. This time, this mistake. Now I have very stable recording software. I've had no trouble with this particular recording software, OBS Studio. Open source software, but it is absolutely fantastic. Never had any issues with it. This was down to me, little old me. Now I record in full 4K. Now 4K is a monster. It absolutely devours gigabytes for one episode I can be 69 gigabytes. Now what I did was I stored too many basically what I normally do is I'll upload my videos to YouTube, because my hard drive space is not big enough. I've got an SSD for speed for recording, so there's no clunkiness or bandwidth issues when I'm recording at 4K, but it's only 1 terabyte. I've got a second hard drive, 2 terabyte also. No, I actually haven't in this. The terabyte is the biggest. I've got a 256 for the OS and a terabyte of storage for videos on my main gaming laptop. So what it was I pretty much filled up the hard drive without thinking, and the recording had no space. So basically it crashed the game. I came out and it didn't record from that point onwards, so I actually lost the next section. So this is me just coming in. I'm going to keep this brief, just to say that there's a little bit missing, and I'll explain what is missing. There was the bit missing where I literally did grab the Fendt GT and managed quite nicely to correct that, and the trailer and the case. I used all 3 tractors and corrected it. Obviously you won't see that. Then I started to cut the grass on field 12 and field 13. You do see that in an episode after this that did record once I'd cleared space again. So basically there's a bit missing in the middle where I start to cut the grass on field 12. You see me baling and collecting everything and putting the bales on in the next session, and trust me, I hate missing bits like that where you do corrective work, because I don't like reset. Not unless I absolutely have to, and I didn't reset. I managed to fix everything, and it was actually quite good footage typically, but yeah, that's lost. So there's a bit missing. Obviously I was taking those 3, 6, 9, 12 bales to sell the silage from our first cut on field 13. Yes, yeah, field 13 basically. We did make quite a bit of money, which is where the money came from in the next session. But obviously you miss the bit where I actually get the money, because I obviously, when I'd corrected everything, took those bales, sold them, and then started cutting field 12, our bigger field. So yeah, the episode after that where you come in is me carrying on, and the baling. I think even the balings, yeah, the balings have been done as well, so you actually miss me mowing field 12 and baling field 12, and when it comes in is me with a Fendt GT grabbing the bales onto the trailer. So all you miss is me cutting the grass and baling basically, and also this corrective work where we fixed the mistake with the Fendt GT. So that's it, and I'm just going to add this to that, and just so as you know, there isn't any cheating. It is annoying. It is. I hate missing footage, but at least I've explained where the footage was and what's done. So yeah, this is a retrospectively, because obviously we have bought, which is an episode or 2 later, we have bought what I call our home. So anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase there. I don't want to make this super duper long. So I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey. Now there are plenty of crashes that I fix on the next episode, so don't feel you miss out anything on this episode with us fixing the issues with the Fendt GT. I do love to see that. I think it's quite interesting to see how you can use physics in the game to fix issues without resorting to the resets. I truly do. I find it a real challenge of the game when things go wrong and you decide, no, I'm not just going to reset, I'm going to try and fix this myself. So yes, there are plenty, at least 3 quite bad mistakes through weight, being in the wrong sort of place. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, yeah, hope you're going to continue with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.